Ladies and gentle people, welcome back. Holy shit, my sorry for the slur. I am too bright, but the point right now is we're gonna end this once and for all so that I could not think about this quest anymore. This is at my leftover notes to do, so I really need to finish this. I got no choice, and I need to know what happened after the Fossilor's death. Okay, I hope my body can keep up, because I'm about to pass out. No one compares, you stand alone. Let's go. Let me change my themes first.
There's still a long road ahead.
Who's our target this time?
Holy crap. It's been so long, bro. Hope this won't take long. Where? Been calling it for hours now. Getting impatient.
The wind rises.
Yo, what the heck? Can I even go down? Could be. What? Yep, I am not going down. Never mind. Here we go. Oh.
Behold.
Yo, this is the first time we. This is the place where we met Fossilor for the first time with his mighty ego. Now what?
I didn't see them! They really are! Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of gadget is it? It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you. Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for... You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Yo.
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize. He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
The Rizzler is Rizzling.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Should have been
Father
me.
says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful.
That's all right. We were more than
Oh
happy
yeah,
to help.
forgot about that Harbinger.
What's he doing now?
He still hasn't done anything.
Oh, I
Bad.
guess you haven't heard.
I guess, except for the
Well.
noses.
After Lady Furina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations,
Where
during
did
which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Where is the noses? Wait, what?
Diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Did they just give a
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillet knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a
Oh,
while
and
back.
go back down.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Where is this? Navia? Yo, Nave!
Father!
Why did they call
Well,
her
well,
father?
what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Oh, yes. Vision, I guess.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite
I
pleasant.
thought he's
I
doing up.
shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Bye, Mom.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Should have taken
Thank
it.
you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon, you take...
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as...
Yeah. We should go so you don't think so much. No one compares.
Squall and Fury.
My eyes hurt. Kidding.
When cooking a steak, should you flip it a bunch of times or only once? I got 2 filet mignons, both clearly A5 Wagyu, and left it on the counter to come to room temperature. Then I salted them aggressively, cause most of the salt is gonna get left behind in the pan. The first steak I seared over medium-high heat in a lot of beef fat. I seared it for about 3 minutes on the first side and 2 minutes on the other side and then let it rest. This steak's pretty small. The second steak I flipped every 15 seconds, around 12 times total. Comparing the two, the crust looks pretty identical. Maybe a little bit better on the single flipper. When I cut into it, the inside also looks pretty identical. Again, slightly better on the single flip, but in my opinion, the differences are so small. You probably wouldn't even know or care.
Furina.
Or maybe you would. What do you think? When cooking a steak, should you...
Novelette. It is so good here. Wow. Gosh, my head. Gotta wake up now. Come on. I need something that would wake me up.
So, you really are here, Neverlet. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Yeah, I need to get something. I hope the cat doesn't go here. My eye.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalor destroyed the one of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water.
I knew
from
it.
the
This cat
primordial
would
sea.
go here. But
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
alright.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
What? Archis. Archis. Analyst the Cardinal, what I.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, it seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as—
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
What about
If the
furina?
Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Here we go.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Furina has already left.
Huh?
What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I
Oh,
related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
is she just...
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House.
Yeah,
Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
no way.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
She's just wandering around this.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Bro needs to eat as well.
In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
So that Archon is just wandering right now on this. I wanna see her, but... Alright, oh jeez, my bad. Huh.
But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon,
So
she
what?
can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
Nice, I
What about
guess.
you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
So...
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me.
So you are
As
now
such,
the
before I
Archon.
attend to my other responsibilities,
Loki, the Archon
I must
one.
first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute.
Oh,
Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow.
why would you even
This
leave?
ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Well, Hydro Archon Dragon.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Here we go.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, So all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
Captain. I think that's Paramuch's little friend. Never mind. Yep, never mind. It's the guy with the glasses that looks like Ben's.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to
think.
Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Yeah.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Don't know.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly... We guessed that there might be some reason...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly... So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after
The-
sending
the-
you two back to the surface. It went something like
The
this.
Honkai word. Cinematic.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power. What it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young. And
What?
I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are
Peter?
they? And when did they die?
You're still not dead?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
She got a disciple. Oh,
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on.
The remains of the third descender?
you're the
So
fourth,
that's
right?
what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it. Which is why...
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary...
Yeah.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Oh.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck.
Yeah, the third is not dead.
Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly up. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon...
Wow. No way. It's over!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Well, this is the last time we're gonna see him. For now.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent. As far as I...
A nation?
No, unlike Natlan is all... There is one other... The Harbinger known as the...
The captain.
I suggest that you fully... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about...
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out.
Ah, Lady Furina.
She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither... She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House.
Can't even
Not unlike how an
talk to
ordinary person
Furina.
might.
But she's the...
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not... In truth, I am
Wait.
somewhat... But now that she no longer...
What about you?
After Focalor, this matter will...
Looks like you're still...
As an elemental... As such, before I... Additionally,
That's true. Wait, but the...
as I am now...
Wow.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I suggest that you fully... It seems from your expressions that you still have more... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Wait a minute. Do we have a Focalor quest here? Please. Yes, sir! Do. Aha! I would gladly appreciate what she's up to right now. What's this? Guess we're done with the Archon quest. Let me see what's this about. Can you give me the luck? Novelette? Can you give me the luck? Novelette? I say, you do not. Fine. I'm fine. Everything A-okay. I got 60 PT. Whatever. The wind sit. Okay. Not too shabby at all. R5 wind sit. Humbly appreciate to get this. Will my crit damage increase? Didn't. Don't know. Don't care. Don't. What else? Can I hear your voice once again? Wait, I have a story quest. Yeah, I do. So I'm not gonna be going away from you for a while. I just wanna hear Furina's voice. Let's see if what she's up to. Need to know Furina.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
One with Furina in it.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
What is a lucrative word?
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role, but the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties. So unfortunately, they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation.
Robot is
So
so
basically they're looking for a...
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many
realistically
actresses,
nice.
but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new
Is
problems.
Furina gonna play a
Got it.
show?
Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any idea? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring...
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
No,
Maybe you can't
it's
fill
not
the role
Furina.
yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another...
Oh, it's that guy, huh? Paimon approves. Let's...
Okay. Wait.
Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in—
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a...
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame. That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to... The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake,
furina.
I still hope we can find a way to...
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up... what if we sponsored the show?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge
Yeah, I
favor.
got 10 million more in my
I can't
pocket.
promise that we'd ever be able to pay you
I
back.
need to pay back, bro.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not
Imagine
exactly rescuing the
Furina
show. We should
dancing
find someone who
around,
will put on the best
modeling,
performance possible.
actress,
Oh,
being
wait!
an
What
actress.
about... you know who?
You should find someone who will put the best. Are you thinking Furina?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Oh my.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her? You're... That was a
Do
joke,
they even
right?
know she's still an artist?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon,
They
it's not
really
like
know.
she's suddenly a commoner.
They know.
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours. Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star
Let's
in our
get
show.
one voice line.
I'm sure the rest of the
and that,
troupe would be
after
delighted
that, we're
too.
done here.
I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news.
They know the
Good luck.
news about not being the
Wait,
Hydro
where does
Archon.
Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Nice.
Woo!
Robot.
When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so...
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Yeah! Let's go! Furina! Let me see your not depressing face. Wonder what she's like.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
You know, It's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Bruh, her voice
Okay, when
is
did
even
popping
worse.
out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Bruh, her voice. Chill now. And she's still wearing the outfit of Archon.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food.
What?
But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
That mic and voice is ASMRing.
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
His face is dead.
Sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity!
Da.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days.
That Archon voice.
Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Wait a minute. I wanna see you the other one.
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
I'm not sure.
The value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Damn.
I, Focilor, hereby welcome you. I, Focilor, hereby welcome you to... I, Focilor, hereby
I'm getting addicted.
I, Focilor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Okay. Hang on a sec.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Wow.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific.
She should have
the power
a
to help.
vision.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
I love her voice.
Ah, I see.
I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
Wow.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Eh.
Short and to the
No,
point.
but
Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help. True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
let me marry you.
Have I not made myself clear?
I'm kidding.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so
Color.
disappointed. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you, too.
Toodaloo.
I'm going home to take a rest now.
Total. Yeah, that's all I need. I'm relieved. Color, the Hydro Archon. I still have my gratitudes on you. Can I go inside? Ah! Okay, I'm being such a creep right now. Am I, or I'm just really obsessed?
Quick, follow.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Well, doesn't matter either way. I'm gonna end the stream right here since I didn't want a 50-50, which I'm gonna. How many days do I have? 9? Not bad. Got 60 beauty. I can 1/6 roll another one. After that, I am guaranteed to take her. Getting every Archon But furina is the best girl. Agree 100%.
And away I go!
Yoo-hoo! Stop that!
Go in! Let's light it up!
Time to shine!
You're toast! Boba, get the...
Ah.
Everybody stand back!
Nice and spicy!
It's more better than the support
I'm out of here!
than a main field character.
The show begins! Let my name echo in song! Ah!
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Can't catch me! Huh.
How brilliant!
Wait, why is there only one?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Where's the hydro damage? Oh, never mind, it's not healing her because damaging her
Everybody
because
stand back!
not this tree.
Strike a pose! How dare you let the world come alive!
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
Vaporize. Die. Like furina. Furina! Elegant. Where have you been? Oh, there's your elemental hydro. You're the god of Archon, but can't believe we don't have a god of Archon here. We do have Nuvilet. He's more Sigma. Sigma Archon. Better version of an Archon. Furina is just chilling now, guess. She deserves she can rest and be a normal being. But anyways guys, that's the finale of Genshin Impact. It was indeed satisfying, I suppose. Grateful, but I still got more answers left in me and plot holes that I wanna go to, but I guess that's the end of this Archon quest, which feels like done. I'm comparing right now, but
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
there's more stuff on the Scaramouche conflict. You got more hype than this one, I suppose. But still, this one is still fire. It was executed. We got different stories about different nations, so who knows what is gonna happen in that land. It's all about war there, so gonna see interesting stuff. Right here, we're just chill, bro. We only fight a big whale that is gonna destroy the whole nation of Hydro, or maybe the world even. But that's fine. We are fine. And I might do this quest or not. live stream because yeah, I'm gonna live stream it because it's furina. But for other characters, nah, I'm not. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed it. Peace out and goodbye. Stay fresh.